So this is is this for Easter? Is this a hoppy beer?
Oh man.
You know my aversion to hoppy beers.
Yeah, I
so
do, yeah.
I definitely did not pick up hoppy beer.
No, we should have.
Always take your punster shopping.
This whole time that didn't. Yeah. Okay. Are we good to? Okay.
We've been going for minutes.
All right. Well, it's the. Thank you. It's the Easter special. Yay!
Yeah.
Yay! First off, there's always people complaining about being single on Valentine's Day, but how about being diabetic on Easter? Right? How about them apples?
Vegan.
Well, they're not candied apples.
Yeah.
I bet I think the vegans have got it figured out by now.
They do, because now we have
They probably don't celebrate Easter because it's connotations with Jesus.
with the vegans. Yeah, is Jesus not vegan friendly?
I don't know.
Okay, because I was going to
pretty
say
sure
for eggs you could always just use eggplants. Hey, wow, that's two.
Oh.
Tick. Speaking of diabetes, I'm not.
Love that segue.
I'm not Catholic, but the Catholics have a thing with eating fish on Good Friday. So, anyways, a man walks into a library and says, "Hello, I'd like fish and chips, please." And the librarian says, "Shh, sir, this is a library." And the man says, "Oh, sorry, I'd like fish and chips, please."
And then he got it.
Yeah.
They gave it to him.
An inbred hillbilly woman is out stealing eggs with her mother. She says, "Okay, I need one for my brother, one for my uncle, one for my cousin, and one for my husband." And her mom says, "No way, that prick only gets one." Little jokey corner here.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
yeah. That's the podcast.
That's Dad Joke Corner with Big Andy.
Welcome back, everyone, to It's a Conspiracy. This is the podcast where we lay out the beliefs behind selected conspiracy theories, alternative accounts, legends, myths, and more. This here is our Easter special. Hoppy Easter. I'm egg-cited.
It's our Easter Beaster.
Actually, that is a much better name.
I was born on Easter.
Were you really?
Yeah, 1991.
Because it moves around every year.
Yep.
Oh, but you're not this year.
No, I think I get it at least like 2 or 3 more times in my life.
How does that get decided? Is it like the lunar?
Some pope.
Some pope? Some pope just says, okay, this Sunday.
This Sunday.
Ready to rumble for Easter.
Easter Mania, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That is funny, though, in wrestling, just like Easter, it's always like the surprise return is a constant element.
It's just Jesus' comeback.
You never know. Yeah, you never know. Man, I speaking of WrestleMania here, we talked about WrestleMania on the way in. Did you guys know that Ric Flair survived a plane crash?
Yeah, he did.
No.
Can you... Woo! That image, like the plane flies into a mountain, fiery wreckage, the door flies off, and Ric Flair, like, comes out of there like
screaming woo.
Yeah, just woo, and like sliding down the slide.
He's wearing his robe and nothing underneath.
Amazing. Like, what an image.
And he was at WrestleMania this weekend.
This plane crash wasn't just the other day.
No,
was it? Okay.
No, but I mean, he's still alive, and yesterday was on TV.
Unreal. Yeah, that's incredible. How was WrestleMania anyways?
It was very good.
Yeah.
It was very long. It was the longest WrestleMania wrestling event I've ever watched. It started at 3, and I think it didn't end till like 10:30.
What?
That's a long...
Yeah, that's
crazy.
Almost too much. Some might say.
Some might say.
Not you.
Some would say you could take an hour worth of that content and just move it to the next day or something.
Yeah.
You know, just like, yeah.
No.
Or have 2 or 3 going consecutively.
Well, or just do like 2-day, make it a 2-day event. That would work. You know,
Yeah.
They do that in Japan. There's a big Wrestle Kingdom thing that's a 2-day event. Why wouldn't you just do that? That way you're not wearing out your crowd for like, they got to get up. They got to get to the stadium. You ever gone to a major event in a stadium? You're not getting to your seat just in a snap.
Nope.
It takes a while. And then there's like a 2-hour pre-show and then like a 5-hour and some or whatever. main show. And by the end of it, it's supposed to be the big main event that everybody's supposed to cheer the hardest for. Everyone's tired, man.
Oh, you're worn right out? Never mind.
Like, yay.
Yeah. And your phone, like when you wave your phone when the people come in, like the battery's got to be dead by that point.
Did you guys hear that?
I did hear a ding.
I'm sorry, man. I got tinnitus.
Is that...
Uh-oh.
Is that my... Maybe the laptop.
And do you guys smell burnt toast?
Uh-oh.
Does your left arm hurt?
Does your face droop?
Funny, not funny.
No, definitely not funny.
No, yeah.
Definitely not funny. I'm sorry for laughing.
No, we shouldn't laugh at things like that. On a scale of, well, I guess all the WrestleManias, where would you put this in the top 5?
You know, this is a really good one.
Was it a good
was
one?
very good. All the big heroes won all the big matches.
Oh, yeah, cool.
And the right belts went to the right people.
Was Santino there?
No, he was not there.
Is he no longer a thing?
Santino?
Yeah.
No, I don't think he is.
He was the main reason I started watching again. Just
Yeah?
because he was so ridiculous.
Oh, was Ricky the Steamboat Dragon there?
Ricky the Dragon
Yeah.
Steamboat?
Sorry, the Dragon Steamboat.
He was not there.
Okay.
No, Hulk Hogan did make an appearance, though.
You're what? Really?
Yeah, right off the top.
Wow.
Yeah, brother.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
What you gonna do,
24-inch pythons, baby.
Andy? What you gonna do, Andy?
all the resources gathered for the stuff discussed today will be stuck in the episode description if you'd like to
Disgusting.
examine them later on. Yeah.
This is gonna be riddled with puns.
Yep. Really quack here. We're just going to keep on top of what's happening here at It's a Conspiracy. Then please check out our Twitter at Is It a Conspiracy by the Irish Madman. Damn it. Our Facebook group, the It's a Conspiracy, our Instagram, It's a Conspiracy podcast that's run by Gorgeous Greg, and our email.
Thanks, baby.
At It's a Conspiracy at protonmail.com. Also, if you'd like to support the show, then go ahead and head over to patreon.com/ It's a Conspiracy. And it's bonus content, free merch, blah, blah, blah. Also, I don't even know if you guys know this. We've finally launched a website, so it'll be up. So
It's coming out?
It's coming. Well, it's up now, and it's just getting fine tuned. But by the time this is released, it'll be all good to go. It's a conspiracypodcast.com.
.com.
Yeah.
Worldwide, baby.
Yeah, totally. That's amazing. All right, then, Charlie, let's get started here with a YARP or a NARP. Can you tell me if you're familiar with these three things? Number 1, the secret German origins of Osterhase.
No.
Sorry. Was that a NARP?
NARP.
Okay, thank you.
NARP.
The true burial site of Jesus. Hint, it might be in Japan.
NARP.
Okay. Number 3, 10 egg-citing facts about Cadbury cream eggs.
I don't think I could tell you those.
Okay. NARP. NARP. Okay. Well, you're in luck. Number 1, the secret German origins of Osterhase. The secret German origins of Osterhase. On Easter Sunday.
That sounds like an MTV.
Osterhase.
Osterhouse. It's like their real world.
It's like the sequel to Wonder Chosen.
No, it's like reality TV.
Do you guys remember Wonder Chosen?
Of course I do.
What a horrible.
It was terrible. I
horrible
had the first season on DVD, and we would watch it after coming home from the bar and just being all like, "What
the fuck is this?
What
do they do an
is
episode
this?
and then the next episode is the previous episode but backwards?
What?
They mess around with a kids show.
It's really
Drugs, everybody.
On Easter Sunday, children around the world will wake up to find a number of chocolates that were both laid by a gigantic rabbit who hid them around the house while you were sleeping. This bunny is the Osterhase, the Easter bunny, and it's a bit shrouded in mystery.
You know rabbits eat their own shit?
You don't say.
They do.
Really?
They eat it to get whatever nutrients were left in it.
That's
And then they
amazing.
Shit it out again. Now you know that.
That's very efficient.
I guess we're missing out on a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, we're just wasteful.
It's the human race.
I'd rather take a vitamin pill myself, just a multivitamin, than like go sorting through my own stool. Oster, or Eoster, is the name of a fertility goddess from ancient German paganism.
They always have the best things.
They do, and rabbits are one of her many associated symbols because of their penchant for getting it on. She, like many of the fertility gods, celebrated by the pagans, was also known for practices like having people sacrificed so their blood could be spread over the ground in order to make the crops grow. This is directly referenced in Stravinsky's The Rite of Spring and is straight up horror movie territory. Have you guys ever heard of The Rite of Spring, the Stravinsky ballet?
No.
Nope.
The Picasso did all the design for it. There was a riot
good.
the first night. Yeah, very cool. That all assumed it is possible that the alleged deity in question, Ishtar or Ostera, is possibly an invention or combination of characters from Jacob Grimm, one of the Brothers Grimm, famous for well-known children's books. What the hell beeping is that?
That's not me. That's you.
Oh, it was me. My bad.
It appears there's been a bird that has appeared in the room.
Sorry about that. Here I am, getting ready to turn your damn phone
This
off.
is what happens when you have people at home reading along in the book and they need to know when to turn the page.
Okay, Jacob and Wilhelm were famous for traveling around the world and collecting stories from rural areas, and Ostra may have been one of the ones they came across. Now, really quick here, pals, I'm going to give you the original German name of a few very well-known children's stories. Try to guess which ones they are. The first one's really easy. Okay, Hansel und Gretel.
Yeah.
Rapunzel.
Okay.
Hansel and Gretel.
The second one, Der Froschkönig. Der Froschkönig.
The Frog King?
It's the Frog Prince.
Oh, so
Nice.
close.
Okay, this one's a little trickier. Schneewittchen.
Rumpelstiltskin.
No. Schneewittchen.
Schneewittchen. The Emperor's New Clothes.
No, that's Snow White.
I was
Yeah.
going to say Toy Story.
Okay, and the last one here. This one is a little obscure. Askenputtel.
101 Dalmatians.
Askenputtel.
Askin Poodle. That, yeah, Rumpelstiltskin?
No, that's Cinderella. I think Rumpelstiltskin, actually, the reason I didn't include it was because it was like
It's already
Rumpelstiltskin. Yeah. Tight skins. Scholars now believe that the German immigrants to North America brought their heathen beliefs with them, which combined with both Christianity and wildlife of the New World. Sure, there are rabbits in Germany, but to this day, there are stories of Easter foxes, Easter cuckoos, and Easter butterflies. The belief became mainly centered around Easter bunnies, but elements like the laying of eggs was carried over and created one mythical, colorful, egg-laying son of a bitch. There we go. The name Osterhase literally means Oster's hair. And there is an enormous debate over whether or not the word Easter comes from Oster. Because
that makes sense to me.
it does sound like it, but there's another one. There's another deity called Ishtar.
Ooh.
And a lot of people say, Easter is Ishtar. And
What did he do?
she was another one of these pagan deities that got people to sacrifice. And there's a lot of bunnies and all kinds of stuff.
Bet you she was a fox.
Oh, she had some fox connotations, that's for sure.
But
a stone
bet you
fox?
she was a fox.
Are you objectifying Ishtar? You're playing with the deities, sir. I think Ishtar's on the American Gods show too, maybe.
Ooh, I've never seen it.
Oh, dude,
Season 1 was good. I liked.
it is
Yeah,
just...
okay, I'll check it out.
Mwah. This phenomenon of Easter, which is close to Oster or Ishtar, is somewhat lost to the English-speaking world because most countries refer to this celebration as Pasch or Pasch, short for Passover, which, of course, is the Jewish festival of the angel of death, murdering the children of the bad guys and sparing the children of the good guys who painted their doors with the innocent lamb's blood on their doors.
Hooray!
Hooray! Good times.
10 Commandments.
Yeah. That's a great movie. Have you seen that movie?
The old one?
The old one.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, man.
I watch it at least once a year.
Oh.
Wow.
Have you guys seen the Mel Brooks? He's like, God gave me these 15 commandments, and he drops one. 10.
10 Commandments. Oh, Mel Brooks.
So good. Well, Greg, speaking of Osterhaus, what are we drinking?
What are we drinking?
We are drinking fire beer. I think Charlie's got the write up for it.
Charlie's got the spiel. I'd love to hear a German accent on this, Charlie.
Well,
That's
you're
good.
not gonna.
Nuts!
Far away, the Hefeweizen. Far Away is a very refreshing, light, and well-balanced beer that is a delight to drink. This Hefeweizen is perfectly suited to summer patio time but can easily be enjoyed year-round due to its balance of sweetness and crispness. The Weihenstephan yeast used in this brewery imparts banana and clove aromas to flavors naturally.
It does have a bint of a bint.
Just a
bint of a banana. Yeah, a bint of banana to it.
Bint of banana.
Cloves pretty spice. I like that. Oh.
That's Far Away.
This is a really interesting flavored beer, and it is cloudy.
I'm digging it.
Yeah. Man, have you guys ever had the Brits call it Scrumpy Jack?
No.
It's like farmer cider, and it's usually cloudy like this, and there's like little bits that'll make you hallucinate stuff.
Can you get some?
I had a real rough experience with it in Somerset. It was terrible. It's called Riches. I almost went blind.
Did you hallucinate?
No, well, I was hungover for like 6 days after, but I was embarrassing. But this is amazing, and it really does have a bit of a banana clovey taste.
And it's got a real sexy bottle.
Oh, it sure do.
Yeah, I find most wheat ales
Yeah.
seem to be cloudy.
That's big class right there.
But
Hefeweizen?
Hefeweizen.
Is that the German word for banana?
Yes.
I think it's a German word for wheat ale.
Oh, sorry. The German word for banana is Osterhase. So, yeah.
You were breaking decimal points on that.
I'm trying to keep my... Oh, boy. Oakley dokley. Number 2. The true burial site of Jesus. Hint, it might be in Japan. The true burial site of Jesus. Hint, it might be in Japan.
Is it in Japan?
It's in Japan.
I knew it.
Oh, man.
I knew it.
Ito?
No, Aomori. In the prefecture of Aomori, there in Japan, there's a quaint little village called Shingō. In this town of around 3,000 people, there was a marked-off yard with 2 very unassuming burial mounds called Kristo no Haka. I'm probably saying that not right. One is said to contain the ear of a man named Isukiri and a lock of Mary's hair, Mary, the mother of Jesus. And the other burial mound is said to contain the remains of El Savior, the Messiah, Jesus.
Jesus Cristo?
Yeah. Jesus Cristo coming in with a chair, smashing it.
Winner and still champion. He retained his belt on the weekend.
The basic outline of the story is this. During the missing years of Jesus' life, approximately 21 to 30, it turns out that he went to Japan, became fully fluent in the language and culture. Because as we know, Jerusalem and Japan are just next door neighbors, just right down, just 2 doors down.
I can't believe that didn't get its own book.
It should have, yeah.
Jesus Abroad. The Bible, too.
Wasn't he on one of Anthony Bourdain's episodes?
After realizing who he was, that he had a mission to do, he returned to Jerusalem with his brother Isukiri. When the Romans decided to come after him, he tried to escape, but was trapped and had to hatch a plan. Thank you, Charlie.
Damn.
I'm not laughing at that.
These are deep. You're going deep.
In true heroic fashion, his brother Isukiri announced himself to be Jesus and was arrested in his place. And he actually was the guy. So it was Isukiri who was crucified by the Romans, and Jesus was able to escape. He was able to elude the Roman authorities, retrieve his brother's ear after he was interred, which is why the stone had been moved, flee across Siberia to Japan, and retire as not but a humble rice farmer, marry, have 3 children, and die peacefully at the age of 106.
Damn.
Yeah.
They had much shorter lifespans back then, too.
They totally did. 106.
So for someone in our generation to make 106, you're like, wow, they did really good. They just barely made 106. But back then, that's he just lived 7 times.
It is Japan, though. They live a really
I was
long
going to
time.
say, isn't Asia known for having people to have a very long lifespan?
Japan in particular.
Yeah.
I think the oldest person in the world is a Japanese woman. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I don't know right now.
Yeah.
How old is she?
I think she's pushing buck 13.
220?
She's Jesus old.
So the tree children.
The tree children.
Yeah, the tree children.
Children of the forest.
Their living descendants are the Sawaguchi family, and they continue to live in the town to this day, and kind of loosely claim to be the true descendants, albeit they're Buddhists.
So they had an
pretty cool.
Yeah. The only, but that's one of the things in Buddhism. You can be other religions. That's one of the kind of caveats of Buddhism, which is cool. Like you can be like, we're Buddhist and we're
I feel like they really got it right.
It's that's a neat way of looking at things.
But every time I hear something about Buddhism, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. I think they got it figured out.
There's some stuff about Buddhism that's pretty neat. We should just have a podcast about Buddhism.
That's it. Just exploring.
We can call it Buddhism. Just buds. Talking about isms.
I think that already exists.
Yeah.
It's for pod, though.
Yeah.
The only real hiccup with their claim is that the ancient Hebrew document referred to as the Takenouchi document that Jesus had brought with him to prove his lineage, one that had been guarded and translated by local priests for centuries, was apparently seized by Japanese authorities in 1933 and has not been seen since. And 1933 is kind of convenient because that's when everybody heard about this story about this village that had Jesus buried there as well. So just at the same time the document was stolen, everyone was like, oh, right, and that's that town where Jesus is. A translation of this poached document.
Okay, that one was good.
Okay,
that was good.
Thank you. Was made public years later by a man named Wado Kosaka. Kosaka couldn't divulge how he'd come across the documents, but he'd published a book on Christ's burial site that attracted a lot of attention and has spawned a small tourist industry phenomenon. Kosaka was coincidentally also famous for communicating in Japanese with an invisible UFO just outside of Earth's orbit on live television in the 1970s.
No way.
We got to get him on the show.
Yeah, friend of the show, Wado. Cristo no Haka, which translates to Grave of Christ, is still open and attracts a number of visitors every year. Apparently, the apple ice cream at the cafe across from the graves is particularly good. Yeah.
And if you subscribe to our Patreon, get us enough money, we'll go try that ice cream.
They don't like to eat the skin of an apple in Japan.
Why?
I don't know. They peel it. Like they'll peel it and eat the apple.
What makes it better.
Is it like a potato where that's where all the nutrients are?
That's what they say. I don't know.
Is that a thing with a potato?
Well,
I've heard that.
potato, actually, I think people can survive on potatoes just alone for 9 months.
Like for
Because it has
companionship as well.
Yeah.
Well, that, yeah.
Well, it depends on how you treat them.
They call it the baked potato for a reason.
Penn Jillette wrote a book about the
But,
potato diet where he did the potato, just ate nothing but potatoes for like 3 weeks and reset his entire internal system.
Yeah. And then after that, I think you just eat potatoes and then you introduce one other food. Yeah.
And you're done with like fats or like
Kevin Smith did
oils
it
and
after he had his heart attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're not talking about like mashed potatoes and French fries.
No. You can eat a potato. You can cook it. You just can't put anything else on it.
It's a baked potato. That's
Wow.
it. It can be baked. You can put it in the microwave. You could whatever
but
you
that's
want.
it. You don't have anything. You have no salt, no butter.
Penn Jillette. The only thing he was allowed to do is he put a little bit of just a little bit of Tabasco on his stuff sometimes for flavor.
Oof.
That was
like
all
Tabasco.
that you could do.
That would ruin Tabasco though, because you just think about those times and you're like, I just need something
I think
else.
if anything, it would just ruin potatoes.
Yeah. And you'd never eat a potato.
He's a crazy person, so that's why he did it. That's why he succeeded in it. So
Oof.
he says that in his book. I'm a crazy person, so it worked for me.
I think I could probably do 2-3
I'm
days.
crying while I write this. Do you think you could do 3? That's a big thing, man. 3 days of just potatoes?
Yep. I think I could do it.
You know what? I think we should try this sometime.
Oh.
Try it just
See who could do the longest.
we'll just see if we'll just try 3 days and see who cracks first.
All right, but that's if you do something like that, there's a code of honor. If you
It's a code of
crack,
honor.
You
You have to. You take a photo of what you
have to
ate
set up,
and you
step
send
up
it to
and be
everybody and be like,
"Sorry,
I
boys,
fucking dropped the ball.
This bucket of chicken, I tripped on it on my way out the door.
Yeah, it looked like a potato in
It
the
went
dark.
right in my mouth.
Yeah, with the lights off, it looks like a potato. You know?
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
It's also very unhealthy.
yeah.
It's extremely unhealthy.
You're not supposed to.
and brutally difficult. This is hard on your
part
body.
of the thing that he said was he was not allowed to get any exercise. He had to sit on the couch and
See, that part doesn't sound so bad.
yeah, it doesn't, right?
Yeah.
It's alluring. You're like, ooh, but It sounds like he went through some shit
Yeah.
to get to the other side. So
If that's the truth, then they should call it something like the Uncharted diet, because you're like, I'm just going to sit here and
but
play.
he did it for 3 weeks. We're talking about doing it for 3 days.
yeah, well,
Let's come back to this.
But anyway,
this
put a pin in
potato
that.
challenge. Yeah.
that's not mine.
That's something. This could be something. All right.
But we digress.
Yeah, we digress.
Sorry,
Okay,
boys.
So 10 fun facts about Cadbury cream eggs.
10 fun facts about Cadbury eggs.
Bum, bum, bum.
Is one of the facts that they always somehow trick me into thinking that I want to, that they're delicious and I want one, and then I have one, and then I wonder why I ever thought I liked this thing.
I want you to hold on to that feeling, Charlie. Please, please God.
I've been fearing it ever since
we're gonna revisit that
Ever
exact
since you told me the title.
Perfect.
Okay, story time, friends. Once years ago now, right around Easter, I was out with some friends at a pub and we were playing pool. This is going to come as a shock, but I'm not very good at pool. But I'm always up for a gag, and I had a particularly difficult shot lined up. And my friend jovially offered me the granny stick. He's like, here you go. And I'm like, no, thank you. I can do this. And I put one leg up in the air and I thrust my loins against the side of the pool table and stretched out across the table, scratched on the ball, missed the shot, lost the game. We all had a good laugh. So the bonus gag came a few minutes later when I reached in my pocket to grab my car keys. And it turns out that when I had thrust my crotch against the pool table, I'd had a Cadbury cream egg in my pocket, and it burst open. So I pulled my hands out, and my hand was covered with this like orange and white sticky mess. And I'm like, no, you guys, this isn't what it looks like. This is not semen.
I spilled my drink.
Yeah, I had a cream egg in my pocket.
Yeah, that's what you like to call it, huh?
Yeah, some friends I still remember that.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that.
That was awesome.
All right, so number one, Cadbury founder John Cadbury. Can you believe that's his?
No way. What are the odds?
I know. He opened his first shop in 1824 where he sold cocoa and drinking chocolate, which he saw as a great alternative to cigarettes and alcohol. I know we're fans of beer, but wouldn't you guys rather have a nice big glass of chocolate instead?
Well, it didn't come in a bar for him until a certain time in Switzerland, I believe, was one of the first places to start doing it.
Big knowledge.
But yeah, chocolate basically was just like liquid cocoa.
Oh, and you drank it. And liquid cocoa by itself tastes like acid. Like it tastes like when you throw up and that stomach acid bubbles up. And you're
I'm
like,
sure
this is
they
horrible.
sweetened it.
Oh, they sweeten it all right.
Yeah.
Sweeten it?
Sound like a threat.
Yeah. The first manufacturing business wasn't open until 1831 when John Cadbury bought a 4-story, I'm sure I meant to write warehouse, but I accidentally wrote whorehouse, a 4-story whorehouse to create his cocoa product.
One of those stories is funner than the other one.
Yeah, wow.
Autocorrect, huh?
For chocolate and yeah, good times. If you were to stack all the cream eggs made each year on top of each other, this is for 1 year, that pile of eggs would be 10 times the size of Mount Everest. That is a lot of eggs.
You know, I think that's too many eggs.
That's a lot. That's out into space.
I think we need to reduce the amount of eggs.
Many people, especially in the UK, often complain that Cadbury's cream eggs get smaller every year, when in actual fact, British cream eggs are now 1 gram heavier than they were in 1977, as they currently weigh 40 grams.
Well, you know what that is? This is, I don't know if these people are stupid. As they age and grow, they get bigger.
They get bigger.
The egg stays the same size.
It does, yeah.
They get bigger, dummies.
But when you're little, you need like 2 hands for this
Jeez,
thing.
come on.
And you get older and you're like, I can fit 5 in one of my hands.
And in my mouth.
And it is bad news for U.S. customers, though, as American cream eggs are now 34 grams, which means they are 5 grams lighter than they were in 2005. 5 grams? Yeah. Number 4.
$30.
The cream eggs are made from approximately January 1st to Easter Sunday, right around Greg's birthday, right around Charlie's birthday. Were you born on an Easter Sunday?
I can't remember.
You can't remember.
It was a long time ago.
Oh.
Has Easter ever been on your birthday, though?
Yes, for
Sure
sure.
has.
Well,
For sure.
yeah, there you go.
Also, WrestleMania has been on my birthday.
Oh, that's amazing.
WrestleMania also has been on
That's my
birthday.
golden birthdays.
That's incredible. The two at the same time.
Yeah.
That's like the stars aligning and like the key of time.
Go
like,
buy
just
a lottery
incredible.
ticket. That's the year you just
Yeah.
you make sure you buy a lottery ticket.
Oof. So the cream eggs are made from approximately January 1st to Easter Sunday, and they make approximately 200 million pounds per year in the cream egg sales in the UK alone.
That's a lot.
200 million pounds.
That's a lot of egg sauce.
Yeah, that is. And it's probably even more
Wait, do you mean British pounds?
British pounds. British pounds
Like
sterling.
like the money? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like
No, there's not 200 million pounds of cream eggs, although that's a lot of eggs, so it'd be a couple million pounds of eggs. 600,000 eggs are made in 12 hours at the Cadbury factory, the whorehouse, which is 3 times heavier than an adult elephant. So 1.2 million cream eggs made every day, every 24 hours, because this thing's running 24/7. Yeah. Just people chained to the machines, just like, oh, let me go. And just a guy with whips.
My wife and kids.
You'll see them after Easter.
you want them to eat.
Yeah. The first filled eggs were born in 1923 by the Cadbury brothers, but the cream eggs we know and love today were introduced to stores in 1963 and were initially known oddly as Fry's Cream Eggs. It wasn't until 1971 that they were renamed Cadbury's Cream Eggs.
Fries cream eggs?
Fries, yeah.
Like fry, for like French fries, or like
yeah.
fry as a name?
Like FRY''S.
Oh, like this person fry.
Yeah, this person Fry, like the guy from Futurama.
His name was Philip.
Philip Fry. As if the original cream egg isn't amazing enough, Cadbury has offered another 25 varieties of this egg-filled...
25?
25.
List them.
Favorites. I've only got a couple here.
All of them. I need them. all. You're just making this up.
Including caramel eggs, Jaffa eggs. That Jaffa shit is vile. Have you guys tried this
don't know
before?
what
It's
that is.
disgusting.
I know who Al Jaffe is.
Orange cream eggs. That is even grosser. I'd rather have cyanide. And Jägermeister, which should be Jägermeister.
Jäger eggs.
Yeah, Jäger. Although Cadbury hasn't... Oh, sorry. This is number 8. Although Cadbury hasn't confirmed this, there is a reason why some food companies spell their cream filling as Creme. A product must contain dairy for it to be considered cream. So while the milk chocolate exterior contains dairy, the inside filling does not. The Creme is made with a fondant, which is made with sugar, glucose syrup, invert sugar syrup, dried egg white, flavoring, and paprika extract for color. Paprika.
You're a teacher.
I know. Glucose. I got tripped up on glucose, and I'm like, well, we'll just make this a bit. Okay. Number 9. We all love a good cream egg between New Year and Easter, but it appears that the delicious chocolate eggs don't love our waistlines or teeth. I know. Uh-oh. As much, 1 cream egg is about 180 calories and is about 28% of your daily amount of sugar. They sure taste good, though, don't they? Yeah.
Let's get fat together.
10, and you guys will both know this. Do you guys know what cream eggs are called in Canada? We're the only country in the world that has like a double name.
Ask him first.
Yeah. So we got. Damn it! It's œuf fondant, which translates to.
Oh, that's not fair.
Yeah. No, I know but we're the only ones that like it'll be in other countries that don't speak English and they still call it cream egg. Yeah.
Well, you didn't say it was said in a different language.
Oh,
you
sorry.
just said maybe there's a different name for it. I'm like,
A different name.
I don't know. What do we call them? Chocolate cream eggs?
We call them egg-tastic. And the œuf fondant just translates to egg base. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Now a bonus fact here. Bonus fact. There are 3 distinct ways to eat a Cadbury cream egg. According to a survey conducted by Cadbury, 53% of people...
This sounds like an ad.
Yeah. 53% of people bite off the top, lick out the cream, and then eat the chocolate. This sounds...
That's so wrong.
Yeah, that is so wrong.
That's a bullshit statistic.
53% of people bite the top off, lick out the cream, and then eat the chocolate. That's... I don't know what...
This isn't a fucking Oreo.
Yeah, man, absolutely. 20% of people bite straight through the egg, and then 6%, and this is really weird. This is the third way. 6% of people use their finger to scoop out the filling. Yeah, I know. Maybe in like the the darkest part of the worst prison, 6% of the people use their finger to scoop out the filling.
You know,
I bet you
prison Cadbury eggs get fingered.
I bet you that kid who stuck his hand in that chocolate, whatever the fondue you had been there, is one of these kids.
That gave me nightmares, man.
You're missing one though. There's what amount of people bite it halfway, but then immediately drop the rest of it on your shirt?
Okay,
because that's what I do all the time.
I was gonna say, well, the most popular approach that I've ever seen is you bite straight through the middle, and you hold it,
then
so
it just runs down your chin and everywhere.
Yeah, the crap doesn't get all over the place.
Yeah.
But there was also a thing in here about some people like unwrapping it halfway and eating part of it, and then unwrapping the rest of it and eating the rest. And I'm like, no
way.
You take
Howie
it all
Mandel.
out. Yeah. Okay, so Charlie, which eating method here would you
The fourth one, like I
prescribe to?
said, where I bite halfway through and then it just runs down my damn shirt.
Okay, sounds good. Greg, what's your approach to this?
I'm the half guy as well. Yeah.
Like you bite it in half,
But I don't wear it on my shirt.
okay. You don't leave it in your pocket for when your next pool game's coming up.
Nope.
Classy
definitely not.
over here.
Like league night.
Definitely not.
Okay, so let's take a quick break. We got a snack time coming up here.
Oh boy.
Snack time.
Snack time.
I'm gonna give you guys this just in case things get messy.
Oh, good Lord.
Put them. You gotta have it close by because you're.
This might get rough real quick.
Let's do it.
Damn it.
Keep this close by.
It's going to get bad real quick.
Why did we agree to this?
I don't remember ever actually agreeing to this. I think they just started happening. I don't know if he has my consent. And now that's on tape. And he'll have to listen to it when we're editing.
When was the first? That was the first snack time, the November 11th episode, where you puked after eating the poppy seeds.
No, that wasn't the first one. That can't have been the first one already. There must have been one at least
candy
one.
corn.
Candy corn.
That fucking
right,
candy
that was the
corn
first one,
sandwich.
yeah.
That was garbage.
Right.
Oh.
And there was the eggs.
Yep. And then we did all the chocolate dip stuff that I did.
Yeah, that was good though.
Yeah, that
Hold
was.
on.
Yeah. All right.
Oh yeah. I'm okay with
I'm a real boy.
I'm a real boy with a real plate. Oh, yeah.
You guys hear that joke about Pinocchio?
Do you think I can? Where's my glass? Andrew,
Right here.
thank you.
So Geppetto's like, Pinocchio, do you want me to make you a girlfriend? And he's like, sure. And he's like, okay, well, before we do that, let's get you polished up here. Here's some sandpaper. And Pinocchio comes back the next day. And Geppetto's like, do you still want that girlfriend? He's like, no, the sandpaper, that'll do.
That's horrible.
Okay.
I kind of want to keep this.
What is
So,
it?
hooray for snack. Are we still going?
Can
We're
I
going
open
here?
my eyes?
No.
I can't tell if we're still going if my eyes are closed.
I didn't know mine were supposed to be closed either.
Okay. Close your eyes.
My eyes are okay. I just peeked
Okay.
and I saw that the time is still running.
Do you guys like snacks?
Yes.
Okay. Do you guys like blindfolds?
Maybe.
Well, you're gonna get both.
as long as they're fair.
What?
Here's what we'll try for snack
But
time.
eyes are already closed.
Snack time today. Okay, so I'm gonna pass out the blindfolds here. Charlie, go ahead and slap your blindfold on. There you go. We should have just got Charlie to take his glasses off. Daredevil here. Okay, all right. Put your glasses on, or put your blindfolds on. Oh, I know. Okay, now what we're gonna do here is I've got these guys. I've got them wearing blindfolds.
You know how hard it is to wear a blindfold over top of headphones?
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
It's pretty great. But,
Also, I have glasses. I'm dealing with a lot right now.
yeah, you can take your glasses off if you have the blindfold on.
Well, we're a little late for that.
Okay. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna have an appetizer, and then we're gonna have our main entree, and then we're gonna have a dessert.
Do we have to eat this blind?
Yes, that's the whole point. So it's gonna be a Cadbury egg, and
I was just telling Greg, I don't think I ever consented to this.
yeah, no, and
I was going to say the same.
so you know how there's this thing with the 25 varieties of Cadbury cream egg. That's where I got the thing going here. So these are some of the lesser known varieties of Cadbury cream egg. Okay. So round one here.
All right, where's that thing?
Okay. Yeah, just get we've got puke buckets ready to go here, just in case.
Okay.
Oh, good. Oh, good Lord. Okay, and this is what. Okay, so we have a helper as well. We have a nonpartisan, third-party, independent referee who is clarifying that I am doing this as well.
You're eating this stuff too?
I'm eating this stuff too. So I'm on board with the friendship. And what our friend Kaylee here is going to do is she's going to put the cream egg in your hand, and then whichever method you like to eat your egg with is how you just go ahead.
And wait, okay, hold.
And bear in mind, this is our appetizer.
Do we have to unwrap these?
No, they're
okay. They're already
good
unwrapped.
To go. Yeah. Okay, so you want to go ahead and do Greg first.
Okay. You've also got a plate in front of you.
It's right under your hand.
Spit up.
Oh, yeah, I think I got this.
And Charlie, here's your plate.
That too. You got a plate. You got a
Plate. Okay, move this mouse out of the
And
way.
you got a napkin.
Can you take a quick peek and make sure we're still recording just in case?
Okay, hold on.
No. I don't want it.
Yes.
Okay, good.
All right.
Okay.
Has everybody else got one?
Here's Charlie's.
Yes.
Here's Charlie's egg. So hold up your hand, Charlie. Okay,
Don't worry. Oh, now I've got one.
Okay, here we go. I'm just going to count to
Wait,
three. So
is this a full egg?
Yeah, sure is.
It doesn't feel like a
think you're
full
right.
egg.
Oh, I know they're smaller now. They're 34 grams as opposed
Hold
to the
on,
40.
this seems like a trick.
It's an egg. I promise. It's an egg. These are egg, right, Kaylee?
Yes, those are definitely Cadbury Creme eggs.
Okay. So this is our appetizer, friends. This is an old Scott family recipe. Go ahead and enjoy, and
Okay, here
go ahead and give her a try.
Just
I
go for
hate
it.
this.
That there is a guacamole filled Cadbury cream egg,
No!
and just don't let anyone ever tell you to use white onions or lemon in your guacamole. It's all about the little details. You want to use red onions and you want to use lime.
Can I have a napkin, please?
There's one right in front of you there.
Like, I can see it right now.
Yeah, it's Oh, here comes Charlie. Yes, if you're gonna throw up,
I'm not eating that. That's not going all the way
that
down.
is. Oh,
Oh boy.
yeah. I'm sorry, I can't finish that either.
I looked at you at the wrong time, Andrew.
Sorry about that. All right, number two. That really was really gross. Okay, number two is our entree.
Oh.
You're such a
No, okay, so here we go. We might as well do we'll do Greg first. So just wait for us, Greg. We'll get started with. Don't get started without us. I know you're excited. Okay, here we go, Charlie. You got it in your hand. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so this is our entree.
Doesn't have a top either.
No. Here's our entree. So cheers, guys. Here we go.
I'm gonna turn away for this one.
That's so not fair.
Did some bunny say delicious? This here is a beautiful, soft rabbit liver pate in a Cadbury cream egg.
I think I can get behind this.
Oh, okay. No, I'm sorry. I can't even swallow it. Okay, close your eyes.
Oh man, why did I come in this room?
Okay. There it is. Okay. Oh, God.
I'm not swallowing that either.
No, that is quite vile.
Oh, you started this and they have nothing to drink.
Yeah. We don't even have any more beer.
Pals.
Monster.
This is why you love Andrew so
Yeah,
much.
this is. We're almost done here, guys. And round three, this is our dessert. And this here is, once again, a Scott family classic. Here you go, Charlie.
Oh!
Well.
No, you're all right. Still good.
Oh, great.
No, here, I'll take that one. Here. This one's still intact. You got her?
Oh, man.
Yeah. So this one here. Oh, we'll just go ahead. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Cheers, lads. This is our dessert. that there was a delicious Ben & Jerry's chocolate and peanut butter in a Cadbury cream egg. Amazing.
Now we're talking.
Scoop it out, dump it in. Incredible. I wanted to put a little bit of Bailey's in there, but I was like, oh, this is going to get messy.
Oh, thank goodness.
I'm still not very happy with you right now.
Okay, I apologize, guys. And especially since you didn't have any drinks, I managed to keep most of my beer for between rounds there.
Yeah, you talk a lot.
Alrighty then. I think that's that's our Easter special. You can find us on Twitter at @isaconspiracy.
Wait, can we take the
You can take the blindfolds off.
the blindfolds off now?
Our Facebook group, It's a Conspiracy. Our Instagram, It's a Conspiracy Podcast. Our email account, It's a Conspiracy.
Hey, Andrew, look at this.
I just got to see Charlie's vomit. Thank you. If you're so inclined, zero pressure. We'd love a little bit of help with the cost. You can donate as little as $1 a month at patreon.com.
Yeah, give us some more money.
It's a conspiracy, yeah.
Give us more money so that Andrew can make more gross shit for us to eat.
These snacks, man. We will be back with episode X on May 1st, and then our Mother's Day special later that month. And happy Easter Beaster, everyone. Take care.
Easter Beaster. Bye.
You're garbage.
Do you have regular Cadbury eggs?
That was the fucking worst.
You're
Thank you, Kaylee. Sorry that you saw that you had to.
horrible,
Yeah, I saw
horrible
that
human
right out.
being.
Regular Cadbury eggs? Did you bring regular ones?
No, I scooped them all up.
Oh boy.
Ugh, I don't think I'll ever eat another one again.
That was gross, guys.
Yeah.
You guys suck.
Did you eat yours entirely?
Yeah.
Yo!
I'm not a wuss.
That guacamole one was.
That guacamole, yeah, that was so nice.